We're here at the Global Online Marketplaces Summit in Miami, and I'm here with Ariel. So Ariel, thank you very much for joining us. Now, you're head of M&A for the OLX Group, so congratulations. Now, in that role, you get to see a lot of things that are occurring in the market. From a marketplace's perspective, what are the key trends that you see?
Great. Well, first, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed the time at the conference. And, we're seeing a lot of things in the space. A lot of what you mentioned, a lot of moving and getting closer to the transaction. So what FCG is doing, clearly lots more taking advantage of payments and shipping. An obvious shift towards mobile, our investment in Letgo in the US. And just really, for us as an organization, we've really moved much closer to the end consumer and end user and really trying to make just a simpler, easier experience for them and really trying to encourage people both from a trust and safety perspective, to feel comfortable transacting on the platform and also just not trying to put everybody in a specific group of how they buy and sell. Some people want to do it in person, some people want to, ship it, some people, want to go to the store. So really being flexible to how they ship, and also last piece, convenience. So like you have a car, sometimes it's for an urgent need, cash, or sometimes just from a simplicity, you want to bring that car, you want to leave with the cash, and all those trends we're seeing happening in all the places, emerging markets, developed markets. So I think a lot of that trend towards consumer convenience is happening, and that's what we've been keeping a close eye on.
So I like how you describe that, right? And if you think about it, what it's all about is this: how do I make everything just easier, from the buying to the selling and completion of documents and forms and so on. So when you think of M&A from an OLX perspective, and you look at companies, you're looking at bolt-on type businesses to help really make that process work?
Yes and no. So we're definitely looking at some of those bolt-ons. For us, it's a combination of new geography.
Okay, yeah.
Also, things that are maybe going to disrupt what we're doing today, the models of tomorrow. Things that maybe we can take in one geography and move to other geographies. And then, as you mentioned, just bolt-ons within regions. So, we have a great presence in, a country on the horizontal. We say, hey, it's a great opportunity now to bolt on a vertical, so that's one. Or we see something that's just so complementary to our position in that market that we say, hey, look, if we merge these two things together, we can bring them both at scale and, and really refine that experience. So it's a combination of all those. And just over the years with Naspers, we've just been super flexible on how we do M&A. And I think that's what's been one of the things why we've been so successful. We try for, in some cases we're making minority investments, sometimes majority, sometimes full control, really doing the full gamut to really specific to that situation. But what we're always looking for is the same thing around working with amazing founders, amazing teams, and really long-term focus.
So if you were to name one company out there that you think is doing this end-to-end, moving to the transaction type model really well, who would it be?
It really varies by category, but in cars, obviously, we think the FCG guys are doing an amazing job, and that's why we backed it, and we think...
This is the Frontier Cars Group.
Sorry, Frontier Car Group, focusing on emerging markets, and we think the way they've started doing that is just an amazing example of that, and that's just one. Obviously, in the US, if you look at, the iBuyer, the guys that, Open Door and Knock, I think those guys are also doing an amazing job in that category, and obviously we're super excited about what the guys at Letgo are doing in the US. A bit less from that end-to-end, but I think that's where the market's going, and those guys have done an amazing job building the product and getting there too. So, and really hard to say. So many of our markets are doing amazing. Avito has an incredible team executing amazingly well. A team in Poland has been, really just doing a phenomenal job on the verticals. But specifically on the end-to-end part, I got to go with FCG. They've really taken it to another level and really quickly. They've only been around a couple of years and really just doing great.
Fantastic. Thank you for coming to the conference. Thank you for presenting yesterday, and all the best.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you.